Hi, Kim. I am going to teach you how to do the CGI input for the CGI calculator. It's super easy. It's going to take 10 seconds. I literally wrote my chicken scratch on an envelope. So you're going to go to cgi.kw.com, and everyone goes there. And Elizabeth should have a class code in there for you, ready to go in the Google Calendar invite. And everyone should have access to the class code. So she generates that code in the morning, and that way you have it and everyone has it so they can just plug on in. And she lets them know that they need to have all their KW stuff set up before they come in. So there shouldn't be any issues about anyone showing up unprepared. So they're going to go to cgi.kw.com. They're going to input the class code, and then it's going to be time for them to input the numbers. And at the top, it'll say profit and have a bunch of language. And if you just scroll down, you'll see where you can start putting numbers in. So the first number is profit. And I always like to make sure that they know that I don't have any judgment against what their profit goals are. And I usually like for them to set the profit goals for the rest of the year. So even if it's November, what are your profit goals for this year? Is it $2,000? Maybe you want to do a couple of rentals, or maybe you think you'll get a quick sale. I don't have any judgment against that. And then whenever we get to 2018, we'll of course set those goals. So setting goals through the rest of the year, because it is on a calendar year that we're looking at. So profit goals, whatever that is, and then tax percentage. Depending on what their number is, I like to go more aggressive and do a higher tax bracket, like 40%. Very few people are going to have a tax bracket over that. They could have it less, and so if they would like to make it less, they absolutely can. Although I tell them that, to be on the safe side, why not just say 40 and call it a day? That's totally up to them, though. Then the royalty, we know that that's $3,000. It caps there. Company dollars, $32,000. Monthly expenses, I usually suggest that they have that be in the neighborhood of $150 to $300. And the mindset behind that is that even just like GBBR, if you break it out into monthly, is like $70, $80 a month. So even if they run really lean with Centralock, GBBR, blah, 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 they're still going to be about $150 a month. So if they plan on spending any money at all, then they're probably going to be closer to like $200 or $300 a month. So I don't suggest, unless they're doing something crazy, I wouldn't have them do much more. So that's kind of where I am with monthly expenses. It's totally up to them, and I let them know that. Commission percentage. So this is when I tell them what the office's average is, which is 2.75, and I let them know, when I sold real estate, it was mine was 2.88, and if they're going to work with a lot of buyers, it might be closer to 2.5, and so it's totally up to them because commissions are negotiable. So I usually just give them the office average, though, so that they usually just plug that in. Average home price, I remind them that our office average is just north of $250, and that also includes a lot of county homes that are like 400s and such. And so if they're going to be focused more on the city, they might have an average sales price closer to $200,000. And again, I don't have any judgment. They can put whatever number they want in there, and we can update it if they find that their number isn't accurate. So that's totally up to them. Seller focus, whatever. So what percentage would they like to come from sellers? And I usually say to them that even a very listing heavy business that converts buyers at a high level will be about 40% listings, 60% buyers. They can absolutely have a higher seller focus, and they absolutely can have a less of a seller focus. And I don't suggest much less than 40%. I wouldn't like to see them go below 40% because they'll end up with buyers. When you lead generate for listings, you'll find buyers. When you lead generate for business, you'll only find buyers. So if you lead generate for listings, you find listings and buyers. If you lead generate for business, you'll find buyers mostly. So I really like for them to have a focus of some listings. And so I really like to see that be at least 40%. And it's their business. It's their world. I'm just living in it. So whatever makes them happy. Conversion rate from listings taken to listings closed, I usually find that it's close to 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50%. 50% 50% 80% will close. And so that's what I like to make sure and have them be close to that 80%. Like if they take a listing, it's probably going to close. And then on the next conversion rate from appointments to listing appointments to listings taken, that's going to be closer to 65% just because listings are going to be tougher to get and they're easier to close. Where buyers are the flip buyers are going to be easy to get the buyer broker signed, and they're going to be tougher to close because sometimes it's tougher to get them under contract. So those are those numbers, and that should be everything. And so then they just click submit and okay, and they're done. And so it takes about as long as this video, like 5 minutes, and you're done with them putting their numbers in. Once they put their numbers in, Elizabeth will know that they're RSVP'd for PC orientation. So they'll know that they're meeting you on this day and time, and she'll check their numbers and let them know what coaching they're going into, whether it's group coaching or one-on-one based on their numbers. And so you can just let them know, like, Elizabeth's going to follow up with you and let you know where you go from here with your coaching. So easy peasy, fresh and easy. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.